What is up, Fin fans? Crazy stuff happened today. I was tweeting it out. Now let's talk about it. Let's go live. Let's have discussions. Let's have fun. What's up, yo boy Greg? Your first one in here. How you doing? Dolphins making moves. And it's not moves for players. It's moves because coaching. What up? What's up, Simply Film? Lucky, Sean, Big Bite Gaming, Noah, November Ray, Jay Jones, Coop, David, Jerry, Jose, Eric, Chad, Polaroid, Gaming, Charlie. You guys are coming in here quick. Holy crap. Oh, what's up, Adam, Rodders, Tool Fan. Now, Tool Fan is in the music band because I love Tool. Tool is one of my favorite bands. Charlie, I might have said already. Hip Hop, what's up? GCN. Jeffrey, what's up, my dude? Albert, Carlos, Deshaun, guest Brian Flores was kidding when he said competition across the board. Victor, been waiting all day, dude. I'm here, guys. I'm here. I was at work, got out of work at 5, wanted to let all this stuff happen, all the news happen and all that stuff and get right into it. So let's talk about it real quick. I'm going to jump into it because you guys are in here like no one's business. What's up, Fabian? What's up, Robert? What's up, No Name? Talk about random news with the firing. Tell me about it. Just talking about Josh Rosen yesterday. Now he's the 4th coach. You got a shout out. You got a shout out. Everyone gets a shout out. All you guys, you get a shout out, and you get a shout out. BD, you get a shout out. Jonathan, you get a shout out. What's up, everybody? Hello, DouglieDoWrong. I can't believe you're making a video about this. It's crazy. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? So the Miami Dolphins fire their offensive line coach, right? It's big news. They fire Pat Flaherty, and they move Dave. Let's see. I've never got to watch your stream, bro. My connection in the country sucks. Well, I'm glad you're here, Jeffrey. Dave DouglieMo. DouglieMo. I'm gonna call him Dave D. How about that? So they fire Flaherty and they promote Dave to the offensive line coach. Now, Dave was the offensive line coach for the Colts last year. What's good, Real Sports Videos? He was the offensive line coach for the Colts last year, and the Colts had one of the best offensive lines in football last year. Now, before we start, getting all up, not uppity, but before we start getting real we're gonna have the best offensive line. Robert, I'm literally about to talk about that. Good thing you said that. Robert said you said O-line was bad yesterday. O-line produced extremely bad yesterday. Both lines did, but the O-line, when we got to the goal line in training camp, we couldn't get the ball in, couldn't score. No, it didn't matter who was in the backfield. They even took Christian Wilkins and put him at fullback. What's up, Joseph? Couldn't get him into the end zone. So Flores is like, look, it's just not working. So he fires Flaherty and he brings in Dave D. Again, I'm not gonna try to say his whole name. Christian, am I okay with this? I'm okay with this in one aspect of it, right? What's up, Art? I'm okay with this because I wanted Dave D. Again, I'm going to call him Dave because it's like the googly little mo. I wanted him to be the Dolphins offensive line coach first. I didn't want Flaherty. I wanted him because I noticed he got released, and I was like, Dolphins got to jump on him. He had a great offensive line last year. So I'm okay with the move. Googs, call him Googs. It sucks, though. Don't get me wrong. Pat Flaherty did not have much time in training camp. And I know somebody tweeted to me that it's kind of messed up because 4 days in and all of a sudden he's gone, right? It's not just 4 days. You had OTAs, minicamp, all that stuff to really see what the offensive line's doing and seeing how they're struggling. Also, he was fired not because of the poor play of the offensive line, but because he had a hard time implementing the offense to the offensive line. And if you're having a hard time doing that, It's just it'd be better if you went. What's up, Colin? So Dolphins let Pat Flaherty go. They bring in Dave DouglieDoWrong, whatever his name is. So how do I feel about this? Dave had again offensive line coach. He was with the Dolphins. I think in 2009 he was with the Dolphins. So he's second stint with the Dolphins. He was with the Colts last year. Colts had one of the best offensive lines last year. Like, I think they gave up like 4 sacks, Pro Bowlers, all that stuff. He had a lot of talent on that offensive line. Not saying we don't have talent on this offensive line. I think Deirdre would be a good talent. I think Isaiah Prince can eventually become a good talent. We have Laramie Tunsil, who's all-pro. I don't care if he's been there or not. He's an all-pro. But they had a good amount of talent. The thing that I'm interested in seeing is how Dave is going to work them in and implement them and teach them and all that stuff, because we have a lot of promise on this offensive line. But the interior of this offensive line struggled hard yesterday in training camp, extremely hard. So the move had to be made. Brian Flores is not one to sit around and wait. He's like, it's not working, it's not working. If you can't implement this offense that O'Shea, what's up, Magic? If that O'Shea wants to implement, then you got to go, because I'm not going to sit around and wait for you. They're building something great here. So, yeah, that's what happened. Crazy moves. I'm going to read some things that people are saying. So, I'm not one who can really dissect the intricacies of offensive line play. This is from Safid Dean. But when you see bad line play, you see it. Dolphins line had no push against the defense this weekend, and now a coaching change after the week of training camp. So that's mainly the reason why he got the boot. So yeah. So what you guys are saying? How do you guys feel about the move of firing Pat? Will Butler start this year over Parker? Cody, if camp keeps going the way it is, no. I like Brian Flores, no nonsense, all business attitude, the right way or no way. I like it. Exactly. Told Pat he had to do the dash. Can you tell me if you know if Kenneth Farrow is still trying to make the roster? Yeah, Kenneth Farrow's on there. I brought his name up yesterday. I think he fumbled a handoff. Let me get my notebook. If you guys don't know, I have a notebook, and I put all my Dolphin news and notes in the notebook. And so I keep it so I remember what I said. And I have all the notes from yesterday's training camp. And I'll see if Farrow, nice diving catch, then a touchdown run. So that answers your question. Who asked it? Farrow. Who asked about Farrow? Oh, Tim. That answers your question. Yeah, he had a nice diving catch, and then he ran in for a touchdown. Why would the Colts let him go? BD, I don't know. Maybe money? I don't know. What's up, Leighton? What's up, Dougley Chat? We don't need a bunch of all-pro line. We just need these guys to function as a unit, and a good O-line is the straight and right direction I like to hire. Exactly, Jonathan. I agree 100%. It wasn't necessarily a hire. He was a consultant. They just were like, hey, you're going to get promoted to this spot. What's up, Daniel? I'm glad you made it, Daniel. Eric, you're not happy with the move? Why aren't you happy with the move? Yo, this ain't good. This ain't good so close to the preseason. Rob, Rob, if he's having a hard time implementing the offense, then bringing someone in who's been with the team all offseason, and Dave, you guys got to understand something. Dave wasn't a free agent. Dave wasn't out there doing his things, and all of a sudden the Dolphins hired Dave. Dave has been a consultant with the Dolphins and the offensive line from jump. So he's been in the organization. He knows what the offense is supposed to look like, and he knows how it's supposed to be implemented. So now Dave is going to do what Pat Flaherty couldn't do and was having a hard time implementing it. Coach Flores showing that he's not playing. He's not at all. Was cocaine involved in the decision? No, it wasn't. It was just that. Bills is Madden going. I'm getting Madden. Just so you guys know, too, I'm getting Madden tonight at midnight. So tomorrow on the Bit Boys, there's going to be some Madden videos. So if you guys want to see that, see some Madden gameplay and stuff, go over, check out the Bit Boys, and hit that subscribe button. And what's up, the future, the past? I'm working on getting a plan. I promise you. What's up, Kenny? bro, we need interior alignment if we don't want the run game to work. I don't really think it was the coach at all. Just don't have good linemen aside from Tunsil. Danielle, I feel like it's both. What's up, George? I feel like it's both because if he can't implement it, then how are the players going to understand it? You know, if yes, I do, Cody, and like I said, it'll be on the Bit Boys if you guys want to check that out tomorrow. Doug, I'm gonna play Madden Versus 3 since I gotta wait till Friday. Yeah, definitely. But Dan, back to what you said before. If the coach can't get it, and if the coach can't implement it, how are the players supposed to get it and implement it? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Tommy? What's up, Sean? Got 131 in the chat. How's everyone doing? Talking about the firing of Flaherty. I see it as a good move, to be honest with you. You don't want to go 4 weeks into the season and then the offensive line is letting sacks and tackles behind the line and all that stuff. And you're like, why? And then you look at the offensive line coach. He's like, I've been trying to implement the system and I just don't understand it. And you're like, well, I should have fired your ass before. Well, they fired his ass before. If he can't understand it or implement it, I agree with you, Doug. Just don't know how much was on the players not executing, getting injured. Daniel, agree 100%. That's the thing that sucks with people like me, YouTubers, right? I read people's stuff, right? I follow everyone. If you name them and they're a Dolphin writer, I follow them because I want every aspect of news. But we don't know. We don't know what's going on in the coach's head or behind the scenes. So this is a lot of assumptions. So Daniel, you're 1,000% right. We don't know how much of it was on he's trying to implement the offense, but the line is not getting it because we don't have competent enough offensive linemen. We don't know. Daniel, 100% right. Jerry, I second that. What did Jerry say? Apply for a job at ESPN, DDW. I don't want to work for ESPN because ESPN always did. They'd probably try to hold me down from talking about my Fins and how great they're going to do. How's Alan Hearns doing, bro? He's doing good. I think he had a touchdown catch yesterday. Back to the notes. Guys, look how many. I filled this notebook up with notes. Filled this notebook up to the point where I had to buy 2 more notebooks. I take so many notes for this channel. So many notes. I think he had a touchdown yesterday. Alan Hearns. David Hyde, follow him. I follow David Hyde. I follow David Hyde. I follow Omar Kelly. I follow Armando Salguero. I follow Barry Jackson. I follow Safi Dean. I follow there's another guy I follow. I follow them all. I follow them all. ESPN doesn't like to give Miami credit. No, and that's why I started this channel. That's why I started talking about the Dolphins on here. Is because I was sick and tired of coming home from a game where the Dolphins won. Dolphins beat the Patriots 24-17. And this is why the Patriots lost. And this is how the Patriots lost. Dolphins, this and that. Dolphins took advantage of an injured player. Never like Dolphins beat the brakes off them. I was like, you know what? I'm going to start my own goddamn channel. I'm going to do what I want to do. Just read the new O-line coach was on a couple Super Bowl wins. Yeah. Let's look him up. Dave Google. I'm going to see how to pronounce it too, guys. Dave. All right, here we go. Breaking news. This is how you pronounce his name. DouglieDoWrong. DouglieDoWrong. Oh my God. Yeah, I do follow Chris Perkins. That was the name of the guy I couldn't think of, Corey. I would just think it's hilarious that someone probably just came into this freaking live stream and probably just came on and see me try to pronounce this man's name and go, what am I watching? And just stop following or stop watching. It's hilarious. Yeah, his name is Dave DouglieDoWrong because they helped me out with it. So one of you guys said he was on a Super Bowl winning team. He was with the New England Patriots offensive line coach from 2014 to 2015. San Diego Chargers assistant offensive line coach in 2016. I don't know why he got demoted. With the Miami Dolphins in 2017 and he was with the Dolphins. Dave DouglieDoWrong, and they have it there so I can read it. He was with the Dolphins from 2009 to 2011. 2017, and now back. He loves the Dolphins. It's just that the Dolphins apparently didn't like him at the time. Dolphins are going to make it fins up every day, even if we lose. We're still the best. Hands down, my dude. Just call him Mo. Dave Gumo. Dave Gumo. But yeah, he was with the Colts last year. He was with the Dolphins the year before, Chargers. But yeah, he was on the New England Patriots from 2014 to 2015. And then with the Giants for 2004 to 2008. I think that's also when they won a Super Bowl. So he won a Super Bowl with the Giants. Then the Patriots like, oh, you won a Super Bowl with the Giants. All right, come here. And then he won a Super Bowl with the Patriots. Who was our O-line coach in 2009 again? DouglieDoWrong. No less than 9 wins this year. Yeah. Geez, our head coach is former Patriots offensive coordinator. Is a former Patriots. Our offensive coordinator is a former Patriots. Our defensive coordinator is a former Patriots. Our O-line is a former Patriots. Our tight end former Patriots. Daniel, the O-line coach, was a former Dolphin that went to the Patriots and now back with the Dolphins. Because he was with the Dolphins in 2009 to 2011, then went to the Patriots in 2014. So he's actually one of the only guys that was an actual Dolphin first, then Patriots and back. What's up, Ron? Not an O-line coach in 2009. Yeah, he was our Dolphins O-line coach in 2009. 2009 to 2011, Miami Dolphins offensive line coach. What's up, Bob? Bob Money. Can't wait to see who starts at safety. From what I'm hearing, Colin, I honestly think it's going to be Rashad Jones and Bobby McCain is going to start at safety. What's up, Juan? Don't be surprised. I feel so bad for Flaherty. I do too, Peerless Curse. I do too. But he might have struggled. He might have been struggling. Who was the head coach in 2009? I can't remember. I think it was Sparano. I like having this dual monitor set up because then I can do this stuff. I can hang out with you guys while I'm also doing this. It's nice. Yeah, it was Sparano. Sparano was from 2008 to 2011. You remember Todd Bowles? Todd Bowles finished out that season when Sparano got fired. And Philman from 2012 to 2015, and then Dan Campbell finished that one. Jim Bates finished when Dave Wanstead quit. Because Dave Wanstead quit because he didn't like that Ricky Williams got suspended or retired. Going to training camp Wednesday. I wonder if they're going to do – they're probably not going to do pads again for a while because they have the scrimmage Saturday at 1. Who's going to the scrimmage? Any of you guys going to scrimmage? What's up, Jimmy? I wanted Bowles over Philman. Yeah, so did I. The X Factor doing work and practice headed for first team All-Pro, Doug. Greg, I agree 1,000%. He's bodying people, which is good. There was this whole discussion on should Laramie Tunsil be blocking Charles Harris because it might mess with his like psyche and like really like bonk him down. No, you go against the best player on your team because then you're going to go against the best in the NFL. You're going to be good for years to come. I agree 1,000%. I just want the Dolphins to beat the Cowboys so my wife can pay for 2020 tickets, Coop. Oh, my God. You and TD's wives are Cowboys fans, which is pretty funny. My girlfriend is a Packers fan, but she's not that into football. She doesn't really give a crap. Coach Flores is not playing around. I hope the Miami Dolphins become a playoff contender. Daniel, first off, what's up? How are you doing? Second of all, they will become a playoff contender. They are going the way that the team is going and the way that the team is building and the way that the team is the direction they're going. The Dolphins are going to be in the playoffs year round, every year. It's going to be to the point where they're talking about, oh, are the Dolphins going to win the Super Bowl this year? Because they're going to AFC Championship every year. Preseason game 1 next week. Finally, yes, your boy Greg. Also, Thursday is the Hall of Fame preseason game. I'm going to live stream that. So if you guys want to hang out Thursday, I'm going to be live streaming the preseason game. Again, I'm not going to be showing it, but I'm going to hang out. So if you guys want to hang out and talk and watch the live stream, we can do that. Rosen starts in week 1. Trust me, this year will shock will shock a lot of doubters. I'm assuming you meant that. Talent, we finally have to this. Trying to read it and it keeps moving up. Is the year, but just great to watch. Season ticker for the past 15 years, Brandon. He needs to step up. Now, I've said a lot of times that I like the Rosen pickup, and the Rosen pickup was nice, but he's struggling. He's struggling hard, and you can notice it in practice. I know it's just practice, and I know it's the beginning. And again, I'm not saying he's not going to start week 1, and I'm not saying anything. But he needs to step up. He's looking pretty bad. And if he doesn't start week 1, he will play in the season because Fitzpatrick did, 4 weeks of training camp, and his arm's already, he's already getting, you can see he's getting tired and playing bad. Week Rosen is starting. I'll bet you too, Doug. What's up? Pete, I already know you have a $100 bet on TD. Let's bet something else besides money, and I'm in. How about that? It's looking more and more that Flores wants a power run game. Don't be surprised if Balazs starts week 1. Jonathan, that's a discussion that I'll have that discussion right now about Balazs. What's up, Corey? And what's up, Josh? Corey, about Drake and Balazs, right? Everyone wants to talk about who's starting, right? Who's starting? Drake, Balazs. Who's better, Drake or Balazs? What's up, Matt? What about Gaskins? I've said this in one of my videos about training camp. I'll say it one more time. If you look at the amount of carries that Balazs has, right, versus the amount of carries that Drake has, and if you look at how many times Balazs, I'm going to look things up while I'm talking. You have a larger sample size of Kenyon Drake versus Kalen Balazs. So the reason Kalen Balazs is getting more work in training camp not necessarily has to do with that he's better, or has to do with the fact that he's going to start. Because again, with this team, there's probably not much of starting back. It just is what it is. But there's pretty much the same type of running back. Kalen Balazs is 6'2", 238, and Kenyon Drake is 6'1", 212. Now these measurements could be completely different when I'm talking about weight, because Kalen Balazs might have lost a ton of weight to come into training camp. Same thing with Kenyon Drake. So we don't know what their weight is, but they're kind of the same back. And a lot of people like to say that Kenyon Drake loses yards and Kenyon Drake always gets knocked back. Why is that always his fault? You know what I'm saying? Prime example, look at training camp the past 2 days when they were in pads. Kalen Balazs got tackled for losses. Why aren't we talking about the fact that he's getting tackled for a loss? Why aren't we talking about the fact that that's a problem? Why is Kalen Balazs getting tackled for a loss? Why isn't that all of a sudden an epidemic where Kenyon Drake was getting tackled for a loss and now Kalen Balazs is getting tackled for a loss in practice? Why is that a big thing? It's because it was on the offensive line. So why are you blaming Drake for lost yardage when it could be on the offensive line? Don't get me wrong. I have seen games with my own eyes that I've yelled at the TV for Balazs to just hit the hole, Drake to hit the hole and run. Sometimes Drake likes to dance, but to say he does it all the time is just not fair. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go back to your guys' questions, because it's just you got to put it in the sample size. You know what I'm saying? Is our D-line that good, or does our O-line need to get better? The interior of the Dolphins' defensive line is nice. It's really nice. We got 4 good guys, but with a rotation, it's like we need some more depth. I know I was late, so if this was already answered, I'm sorry. Do you think the O-line guy got fired in part because of how bad the offensive line did in goal line work when the pads went on? Yes, Ron. And there was words out there that he had a hard time implementing the offense, so that's why he got let go. But back to is the O-line or the D-line better? The defensive line interior is good. It's dangerous. Wilkins, Taylor, Gotchow, Spence, even pull out my notebook of notes. There's some Hendricks, who I named one of my top 3 yesterday. Hendricks making moves and all that stuff. But we have no edge rushers. And I know I've heard it a lot too, where people are saying that, well, with Flores' defense, he'll produce rushes a different way. But don't you want it like your front 4, front 3 to get pressure, and then you can have your other guys do other things or blitz? Because if your front 4 or your front 3 is getting pressure and you blitz, the blitzes will get in there and the quarterbacks will get sacked or not have time to throw the ball. Versus if your edge rushers or wherever you want to say we get pressure from doesn't get pressure on their own, then all of a sudden the blitzes get picked up. And then all of a sudden they get time in the pocket, and all of a sudden you're yelling at your TV, why didn't you blitz when he blitzed? So yeah, but the interior of the O-line also is very suspect. It's a lot of suspect. Laramie Tunsil is the best thing on that offensive line. Doug, you've been saying we need more edge rushers since the start of free agency, and I agree. Yeah, they didn't do much about it. We have 5 defensive ends on the team. 5. And we have 9 defensive tackles. But again, before I jump into anything, and before I jump into any assumptions, and before I say anything stupid, I have no idea what Brian Flores is doing. I have no idea what he's going on up here with Brian Flores. So, I don't know. Also, I heard that Christian Wilkins lost a lot of weight, and he looks really, lean. So he could be a pretty good defensive end. So, yeah. Last year's pass rush was pretty disappointing. It's probably going to be way worse. We'll see. We will see. Is Kilgore healthy? Yes, Todd. Kilgore is healthy. If you look at the cornerback position, cornerback Xavier Howard ranked first among all cornerbacks with a 26.8 passer rating allowed in cover 2 and cover 3 quarter coverage last season. Yeah. He was ranked 55 in top 100 NFL, which is a good spot. It's first time breaking it. 55. He jumped up there. Good. Spec by Gaming, thank you so much for the $5 donation, dude. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. What do you think of it being said Flores does have positions named by levels? No defensive end tackles, but level 1, no. Yeah, I agree. And that's why I say what I say, right? Because I know what I know. But a lot of times I tell you guys, especially when it comes to the defensive end, and then when it comes to different positions with Bobby McCain playing safety and where's Mika going to play, and the linebackers and Ginkle. If you guys remember when I did my in-depth stuff and my camp battle stuff, I kept saying, I have no idea. I have no idea. This is just for now. This is just what's coming out of my head. What's up, King Truth? So it's a lot of speculation because we don't know. We won't really know until September 8th. I think that's the first game. Yeah, September 8th. We won't know because even in train and even preseason, he's not going to show anything. We'll get an idea. We'll see what it looks like, but we won't know. Bobby is traded soon. I feel it. Bobby McCain, are you talking about, Pete? Yo, Doug, when is fantasy? Brandon, I'm going to do a drawing the 3rd preseason game when I live stream it. Who do you think will be the starting quarterback? As of right now, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Josh Rosen needs to practice better and step up a little bit. No. Bobby McCain, why would they move him to safety and have him play so well at safety just to trade him? Flores likes head games. He really does. But I like it too. Make the offense and make the opposing offense and defense have no idea what they're talking about. Rosen needs to tighten up. Yeah, he does. But again, he's young. This is his 2nd year. This is his 4th offense. He's young. I'm not jumping to any conclusions. I'm not saying anything. But if you put a gun to my head and say who's starting week 1 right today, it's Fitzpatrick. He's the better quarterback right now. I think Ballage and Gaskins are going to be in rotation at running back. So, Bones, you think it's just Ballage and Gaskins? You don't think Drake is going to be there? It's early, guys. Exactly. It's very early. Drop my pen. Son of a... I just hit my head on the desk, knocked myself out. You guys watch a 2-hour stream with me laying here with my head on the desk, knocked out. Bobby McCain can't cover anyone 6 foot or over. He can't play safety and can't cover tight ends. Even Earl Thomas struggles at that. Pete, he's been doing really well in training camp, so we'll see. We will see. But if he can't do it well, then who would want to trade for him? You know what I'm saying? Our defense is going to use a lot of 5 technique from defensive ends, and both Wilkins and Taylor are getting looks there as well. Yes, I agree. I'm okay with a little Fitz magic in the early part of the season. You happy about Alan Hearn signing? Yeah, Muzz. I like it. It's depth. We have 3 guys on the team, 3 wide receivers on the team, 2 that had season-ending injury, and 1 that tends to not be able to stay healthy. Yeah, I like the veteran depth on the team. He also had a great season in Jacksonville. He had 1,000 yards receiving. I think he had like 15 touchdowns. Let me look it up. So I like the move. You need that veteran leadership on the team. It was 2015 with Jacksonville. He had 1,031 receiving yards, 10 touchdowns. So yeah, I like it. Doug, who do you see winning the starting tight end spot? Right now, I'd put my money on O'Leary. I wish that wasn't the case, but he's a grinder. William, I think he's struggling again. I thought it was going to be Dwayne Allen, but he's still on the physically unable to perform list. I don't even know if he'll make the team, Dwayne Allen. But yeah, O'Leary's killing it right now. So yeah. What's up, Anthony? People I could see traded: Stills, Drake, Parker, T.J. McDonald, Raekwon McMillan. Patrick, I disagree with Stills and Drake. That's it. It's the only 2 I disagree with on your list is Stills and Drake. I don't think I see those 2 getting traded. Any thoughts on Robert? I know what you're talking about. Now, he got cut from the Arizona Cardinals. Let me look him up real quick. He got cut from the Arizona Cardinals. I got to also say his name right. NK. Oh, that Google fills things in for me. So a few of you guys have asked me about the defensive tackle, Robert. Let's see if I can say his name right. Robert, no, I can't even. Kimdichie. Robert Kimdichie. He's a defensive tackle. He was on the Cardinals. The reason he got cut from the Cardinals is because he, one, has an injury. I think he has like a ligament injury. Also, he has law problems. He has like police problems and stuff. So I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Also, we don't need defensive tackles. We need defensive ends. We need rushers. So no, I wouldn't look at him. I find it hard to believe Miami fans asking for Fitzpatrick. Find it hard to believe. What do you mean hard to believe asking for? What do you think about trading bait for some O-linemen? There's still Schrader's still out there. He's a very reliable. What's up, Jackson? Very reliable offensive lineman. I don't know why he hasn't signed with anybody. He's been injury prone and has 4.5 sacks in 3 seasons. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm good. We're good at defensive tackle. We need edge rushers. What's up, JFG? Bro, I hope Fitz plays. If he can turn it on for a few games, that's going to be fun as hell to watch. Yeah, it really is. But he seems like he's starting to get up there in age where he's going to have a hard time playing a full season. And that's the only reason why maybe you'll see Rosen come in. You think we got any chance of getting Trevor Lawrence in 2 years? No. Jonathan, and the only reason I say no is because I think every year we're just going to get better. And I think Flores and the coaching staff is just going to keep learning and get better every year. So say this year we go 7-9, next year we'll go 9-7, 10-6, make the playoffs. You know, every year we're going to get better. So no, I don't think we have a chance to get Trevor Lawrence. Flores was a linebacker in college and coached linebackers in defense a good amount of times. I agree. King Truth, McMillan isn't going anywhere. I think Flores is going to turn him into a beast. Yeah, I do agree. The only reason why I said Kenny Stills and Drake is because I see those guys, and more important, Sam McGuavin is killing it. So McMillan became a little bit more expendable, but I don't see any of these guys getting traded, to be honest with you. It would have happened by now, especially with some of the guys that are injured and stuff. What's up, Jacob Oki? What does firing a coach tell you about Brian Flores? If you can't do, Zachary, this is for you. If you can't do what he wants, and if you can't implement what the team is doing, we're going to have to move on. It honestly shows that Brian Flores is a no-nonsense, no time-wasting type of coach. If you can't do what I'm asking you to do, I'll give you a few shots, but I'm going to have to move on. If you can't play press corner and you're getting beat constantly getting beat, cool, I got you. I'm going to bring in 2 more corners in training camp. Now, can you play press corner? Can you not get beat for deep passes? Can you not leave guys wide open? Oh, all of a sudden, what's up, Mike? All of a sudden, you can play corner better? Why? Because I brought in 2 guys to compete with you? Do it year-round or your ass is gone. That's what I see from Brian Flores. No nonsense. You can't do what I'm asking you to do. You can't do your job. Just do your job. That's all you have to do. I'm going to have to bring someone else in. And now all of a sudden, why can now all of a sudden you can do your job? Because you got a fire under your ass? This needs to be year-round or you're gone. That's what I think. That's what I honestly think. Victor, what do you mean it's trade value? What's going on? What are you guys talking about? Doug, what do you think about Marcus Stroman trade? Oh, you're talking Mets? Talking Mets? I don't know, man. I'm in football mode. I like it. I thought the Yankees were going to go for him, but I'm in football mode. I haven't watched a Met game in forever. They break my heart. If you underperform, if you don't do your job, you're a liability. Thank you, Daniel. 100%. Yeah, Finn's plug. I'm a Mets fan. I got my championship hat in the closet. I wouldn't get up. I don't like leaving the stream and leaving nothing here, so I don't want to go get my hat. But yeah, I'm a Mets fan. Richard, I will allow it, but you have a potty mouth. It is hot. It's 90-something degrees here. Somebody asked me a question. Where'd it go? Daniel, why did you take your question away? It was a good question, or it was a good statement. Liability, that's what it was. Somebody, I think, Daniel, you said liability if you don't do your job. That is what happened with the Dolphins last year and the year before under, I'm not even going to say his name because it kind of makes me a little nauseous, but it starts with a B and he's on the Eagles. There was a liability because people weren't in their right positions. People weren't doing their right things. So you had these vets trying to make up for it because they wanted to win the game. So they're like, you're not in your zone. Crap, I got to go over there. But then and all of a sudden, they get in trouble for doing other people's jobs. And then they look bad. And there's one guy that I really want to mention that did that a lot last season that a lot of people think he sucks. A lot of people don't like this guy. And I think he's very underrated on the Dolphins right now. That's Kiko Alonso. He was doing a lot of people's jobs last year because a lot of people weren't in the right spot. A lot. Bad calls, bad reads, bad stuff. And then you have these vets trying to step in. And it sucked. How many times did we see a wide receiver? There's a zone. I think it was the Patriots game. It happened to us twice. Wide receiver ran a very deep out, right? And the safety didn't stay with him. The corner was like, that's not my zone. You're playing man. Go over there. Oh, crap. I saw it in the game. The receiver kept running, and then I think it was Xavier Howard yelled at him, what are you doing? And he was like, crap. And he was like behind him, and it was a catch, and he eventually made the tackle. Got to do your stuff. You got to be in your position so that everyone else can do their job. And that's where it comes back to, for one, I don't know what Brian Flores is running defensively, but if we don't have a pass rush and we have to constantly blitz to get a pass rush, all of a sudden you start taking valuable pieces off the field that could be in coverage. You know what I'm saying? Doug, will the Dolphins keep 3 quarterbacks? Yeah. But I think one of them is going to go on practice squad. I think Ruddick will go on practice squad. Imagine if they put Rosen on practice squad. If you've never seen angry Dolphin fans, then you'd see some angry Dolphin fans if they did that. Did you hear about Joey Mabu bull rushing a staffer in camp? I did. I actually did. I heard about that after I made my video. I got super pissed when defense last year. Yeah, no pass rush. Dropping truth right now. Thanks, Ron. I appreciate it. I kicked my camera. Let me fix this. Don't mind me. I'm fixing my camera. You can see the Dolphin. You can see my screen a little bit. How about that? Ow, I hit my hand. I love Kiko when he was a dude in his clutch. He lights them up, but he gets beat in for races. Glad we picked up Baker. Yeah, well, he does get beat, but is he getting beat because he's trying to make up for someone else's downfalls? You know what I'm saying? You're going to make a Dolphins prediction video? Dylan, I am. I know last year when I first started talking about Dolphin stuff on this channel, I made a Dolphin prediction video as soon as the schedule came out. And then the day before the day before the season starts, like the kickoff game, which this year it's Packers-Bears, which good, screw the Patriots. What's up, G-Firm? I did it then. And I thought to myself this year, why make a prediction video when I have no idea what the team looks like? I have no idea what other teams look like. Because if you guys noticed, injuries started happening. A lot of people were very iffy about, are the Dolphins going to beat the Giants? That's a game that's back and forth. The Giants are losing wide receivers left and right. So the more you think about it, it's like, oh, the Dolphins are going to beat the brakes off the Giants. So all of a sudden, that's a win. And that's why I waited to do my prediction video, because injuries happen and things can change. Look at the Ravens. RG3 broke his thumb. He might not even be a backup for the Ravens week 1. All of a sudden, Lamar Jackson goes down because Kiko Alonso is ridiculous and did something stupid. Who's your backup? You know what I'm saying? So we don't know these things. That's why I waited, and I'm going to do my my schedule prediction video probably a day or two before the kickoff of regular season, that Bears-Packers game. 2014 in the chat, Doug. Way to go. Thanks, Victor. Yeah, 212 of you guys in this chat. What is up, guys? I need some more moderators. That's why I like Kiko not to be an asshole. The thing about Kiko Alonso's hit on Joe Flacco was not his fault. And that's why it bothered me. Joe Flacco decided at the very last moment, I'm going to die. I need to slide. And then Kiko Alonso's like, I can't stop, dude. I'm running at you. My job, you're a runner. You're not a quarterback anymore. You're a runner. I want that ball out of your hand. I'm going to put my shoulder into the ball. I'm going to knock the ball out. So when I played football, I played defensive end. If I saw the quarterback outside the pocket, I'm not going to hit the quarterback. I'm not going to hurt the quarterback. I want the ball. So when I used to sack the quarterback and, you got the rips and you got the tears, what I used to do is I would double rip, which then in turn, like you got offensive linemen come at you like this. When you would double rip, it kind of opened their arms up a little bit. I'd double rip and I'd hit them right in the chest. So all of a sudden you got this offensive line come at me like this. I'd double rip them and I'd hit him in the chest, push him back, and then I'd swim around them. I would always, before I'd hit the quarterback, you can see defensive ends doing it. I'd always swing for the ball. You want that ball. So that play with Kiko and Joe Flacco, you knew for a fact in his head, he was like, I don't care about taking Joe Flacco out of the game. I want that ball. Because I think at that point in the game, we were still in it. We could have still won the game. So he's like, I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna put my shoulder into his chest. So he ducked down and he threw his shoulder into his chest to knock the ball out. But Joe Flacco being like, I'm about to die. This Kiko Alonso is charging at me. I'm gonna slide. And he slid too late and the shoulder went right into his head. And all of a sudden everyone's like, Kiko Alonso's dirty. No, because Joe Flacco literally slid 2 or 3 yards before Kiko got to him. So Kiko already put his head down to shoulder him and whoop, down like a sack of potatoes. Okay, I went on a tangent. I tend to go on tangents. If I go on tangents, you can tell me to stop going on a tangent. Tell me to shut up. Peace out, DW. I gotta go. All right, Jerry. Keep it up. Thanks, bro. I really appreciate that. Wilkins can play defensive end. Yes, he can. And I think I predicted that. I think in my depth chart, I had Wilkins at defensive end in a 3-4 scheme. I don't put Mika in the top 3. Can't. Sorry. You guys are talking about fits. Top Eric, what do you guys? Just so I can jump into that conversation. Top 3 of what, Eric? Just so I can know what you guys are having a discussion about. Jump in there. Kiko, good legal play. Flacco challenged a better athlete. Exactly. And he slid like he was going to challenge him, and then he knew he was going to lose. It's like if you're playing chicken with someone in the car, and at the very last moment you turn, and they still kind of nick you. You're an idiot. When I played defensive tackle, I would lower my smash their pads into their chin, rip their inside arm, spin past, and chase the ball. Yeah. Defensive tackle is a little different than playing ends, but you know, Ron, your technique to get after the quarterback is different than mine because I'm going around. So if I'm not doing this, I'm ducking my shoulder down. If you guys ever watched drills, for people who don't know much about these drills, especially in the combine, if you ever see the drill where they have circles on the ground, right? And the defensive ends have to touch. I think they have to touch it like 4 times around the circle. They have to run and touch. That's to show how they can bend. If you notice when I was talking about my prospects, the hip movement is very important in defensive ends. You want to be able to bend. You want to be able to go around the offensive line. So when they hike the ball, you go up. Because these offensive tackles have to shimmy their feet around. You want to be able to get around them quick. You want to be able to dip that shoulder. I'm late, Doug. Why did they fire the coach? Just highlight, if you don't mind. Greg, I got you, my dude. There might be some new guys in the chat. So the Dolphins fire Pat Flaherty. And what I'm hearing is they fire Pat Flaherty because he had a hard time installing the offense to the offensive line. So they bring in Dave. We'll call him Goog or D-Goog. I said his name, but his thing's gone. So no, it's right here. They bring in Dave DouglieDoWrong, who was the offensive line coach for the Colts. But they didn't bring him in like he was not with the team. He was a consultant. So he was with the team. He just got promoted, if that makes any sense. But he was with the Dolphins in 2009, 2011. He was also with the Dolphins in 2017. Right before he went to the Colts. So he's with the Dolphins, went to the Colts, now back with the Dolphins. So, yeah. Hope that answers your question. Let's just call him Jordan. Oh, I'm hungry. I kind of want some pizza. Would you trade Kill? Who's Kill, Muzz? Would you trade Kiko and a third for Trent Brown? Is Trent Brown the left tackle that he's having a hard time with the Redskins? Have a fantastic night, Doug, and everyone. All right, catch you later. What up, Doug? Love your training camp vids. Thanks, Shake Money. How good was the O-line in 09 to 011? Good. That's when we had Sperano. Should I look up rushing yards? Let me see. Miami Dolphins stats. See if I can find the stat from 2009 to 2011. Let's see. I don't think I can go by year. No, I don't think I can. Oh, I can. He got this, guys. I'll see what the Dolphins stats were in 2009 to 2011 when it comes to. You know what's sad? I want you guys to see this real quick. I'm going to show you this real quick. All right. Look at the Dolphin logo right here. Ready? 2013, 2012. I miss it. I miss it. I love the old logo. It's tattooed on me. I love the old logo. So 2009, we'll see what so in 2009, the Dolphins okay. So 2009 was the last time Dave Googly Eyes. I'm going to call him Dave Googly Eyes. All right. 2009 was the last time Dave Googly Eyes was our offensive line coach. In 2009, the Dolphins ranked 4th in the NFL in rushing yards with 2,231 and 1st in the NFL in rushing touchdowns with 22 touchdowns. So the last time he was the Dolphins offensive line coach, they ranked 4th in yards and first in touchdowns. Let's check the next year because he was there till 2011. Let me check sacks too, just so we get a roundabout idea. Let me see. Sacks. I don't know. It's not showing anything. All right, let's go to 2010 and see what the Dolphins did. They dropped drastically in 2010. 21st ranked in rushing yards and 29th in touchdowns. They went from 22 touchdowns to 8. They didn't do well. And then his last season with the Dolphins, they did a little bit better. 1,900 rushing yards, 11 touchdowns, 11th and 19th. And then we'll check 2017. I don't think we did too well in 2017. No. But in 2009, when he was the Dolphins offensive line coach, we did great. Absolutely great. Top ranked when it came to run game and all that stuff. No brainer to bring Googly Eyes back. I'm going to let that stick. Googly Eyes. Dave Googly Eyes. Because I can't pronounce his name. Would you trade Rashad Jones and a second and a fourth for Ezekiel Elliott? No. Muzz. So, intriguing. But I like our running backs. There's another thing I wanted to talk about when it came to our running backs real quick. And it's the whole, I'm going to go back real quick to the whole Kenyon. Is it okay with you guys? Let me ask you guys, because I'm here to help you guys out. What's up, Josh? I'm here to help you guys out, and I'm here to entertain you guys. So, to you guys, would it be okay with you guys if I talked about the Drake Ballage versus whole debate one last time? Is it okay with you guys? Let's see what you guys say. And then I will go, because I have something I want to say about Drake. This is a misconception that people forget about Drake. And it bothers me. It really does bother me. Speak on it. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, cool. So, Kenyon Drake. If you guys remember, right, we traded Jay Ajayi because Kenyon Drake was sitting behind Jay Ajayi, right? And let me make sure I get to what I want to talk about. Was this the game? No, it was 2017, yeah. Jay Ajayi was sitting behind Kenyon Drake. Kenyon Drake, however you say it. And no, Kenyon Drake was sitting behind Jay Ajayi. Sorry. We trade him. And then Adam Gase still doesn't want to give the keys to Kenyon Drake. Still doesn't. I think they gave him to Damon Williams for a little bit, if my recollection is correct. Yes, they gave it to Damon Williams. They started running him more than Kenyon Drake, which, okay, he's a good running back. He's a really good running back. And then all of a sudden, they finally, the last 5 games of the season, they're like, screw it. We're going to run Drake the way we want to run Drake, right? Do you guys remember what happened with Kenyon Drake the last 5 games of the season when they finally turned the keys over and they finally turned the offense over to Kenyon Drake? Do you guys remember what happened when Kenyon Drake finally had the number 1 running back position for the last 5 games of the 2017 season? Thank you. Thank you, Weak Path. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Todd. FinPlug, what do you mean it didn't matter? After we beat the Patriots, last 5 games of 2017 were against the Broncos, the Patriots, the Bills, the Chiefs, and the Bills again. After we beat the Patriots, we were 6-7 and still had a chance to make the playoffs, FinPlug. It did matter. We were still trying to win games. The Denver Bronco game and the New England Patriot game back-to-back, we won those games. It still mattered. And he led the league in rushing. Those last 5 games, he led the league in rushing. What's up, Bahama Dolphins? So you saw what Kenyon Drake can do when you give him the keys to the kingdom, or whatever you want, whatever phrase you want to use it, you know? I know, but it didn't. But it didn't make it happen. It's not on Kenyon Drake's fault, Finn Plug. He led the league in rushing. You know what didn't help is the fact that we had Jay Cutler behind center who gave 0. But that's the proof right there. And I love Balaj. I think Balaj, and I think it's a great 1-2 punch to have Drake and Balaj. But for people to say that Drake isn't good, Drake runs for negative yards, Drake this, Drake that, it just doesn't make sense to me because Finn Plug, I wholeheartedly agree with you. It doesn't make sense to me because when Drake finally got the keys and finally ran the ball and finally wasn't being held back by Adam Gase and his stupid ass offense, who also, I want to remind you guys, Kenyon Drake was behind an offense for 3 years that Adam Gase never ran the ball, ever. He would run the ball on like 3rd and 14, and then Kenyon Drake's like, I'm going to have to make something out of this. Whereas Balaj, all of a sudden, was a part of a team and is now part of a team that runs the ball consistency. So it's very lopsided. But to like negate what Kenyon Drake did in those last 5 games when he finally was the number 1 running back, it's just, I'm sorry, I can't. I can't do it. And Shake Money, just like you just said, I agree. Both are just as good. We have 2 great running backs. The last time we had this much potential with a 1-2 running back punch, Ricky and Ronnie, and we did really well. We went to the playoffs. So, you can't take what Drake did and throw it wayside. We don't know what Drake. You do know what Drake looks like when he's running the ball, when he's the number 1 back, because he led the league in rushing. You know what I'm saying? Balaj is our sleeper, Dougley. He is. A lot of people don't know about Balaj, especially opponents. Once Balaj starts getting that, having this 1-2 back system with Balaj and Drake is going to be so dangerous. I can't wait. Drake is a home run runner. I don't care. Dude just needs his fair share. Drake is a home run runner, but in the aspect that if you give him a lane, he's gone. So, yeah, but there's that stigma around that he gets a lot of negative yards. Look at the team he's been playing on, Comparing them to Ricky and Ronnie's delusional. Cliff, I'm not saying they're exactly like Ricky and Ronnie. I'm saying when was the last time we had apparently, my bad, I should have been more specific on what I meant. When was the last time we had such a talented – that's what I said. When was the last time we had 2 talented running backs? It was Ricky and Ronnie. I'm not saying they're going to get the same stats, the same runner or anything. You took what I said and you twisted it. What I'm saying is, when was the last time we had 2 really good running backs? That was the last time. That was the last time we had a 1-2 punch. Yeah, and I'm not saying they're exactly like that. No one's like Ricky Williams. But that was the last time we had a 1-2 punch was Ricky and Ronnie. We actually have 3. We do. We have a lot of good youth. Gaskins, Walton. It's going to be good. Wait, what? I thought our O-line coach was doing good because our O-line during training camp has been doing good. Alchemist, no, they got completely manhandled the past 2 days, especially on goal line. They couldn't score. George, what did George say that you agree with George of the jungle? Don't forget Drake's all-purpose yards. Yeah. When was the last time we had a fullback? I don't even know. Rob Conrad? No. Saka Polite? I think Saka Polite was the last fullback we had. Anything is better than jungle line coaches. It was the only time we had a 1-2 punch. We do now. Of course we do. Actually, Charles Harris was considered our fullback for a little bit, so maybe that. Now, that was Mai and Mercury Morris and Larry Zonka. No, it was Edward. What are you saying? Drake might have more receiving yards than rushing yards this year. I wouldn't be upset with that. I just want to win. That's all I care about. So the rumors has it Giants want some wide receiver help. Should we see what we can get in return with them with big needs at wide receiver now that we signed Allen Hurns? Josh, I would only say no because of the injury bug, and because of because of Parker's injury history and the fact that Wilson and Grant are coming off an injury. I would like to have some veteran wide receivers available. Do you want Dolphins to sign Dez, Travis, Crabtree? No, I think they picked the better guy, because Dez and Crabtree are kind of up there in age, especially Crabtree. He's kind of old, if you guys don't know. And Dez, he had a bad injury. I like who we got. I'm very happy with Allen Hurns. He's still young. He's still good, and he had one good year. One good year, but he still had a productive year. If we could trade Parker and our first-round pick for their all-pro guard, would you do it? No, I wouldn't trade a first. I would not trade any firsts. We need our firsts. We got to build this team up. Charles Clay was Sperano's lab rat, right? They're not team players. Hell no, I'm Dez or Crabtree. Okay, gotcha. I have to go back and read that one. Do you think he could be the next Marshall Faulk? Robert Williams asked. Who could be the next Marshall Faulk? Balaj, Robert? I just remember Charles Harris got pancaked and Balaj went off one on those days. I listened to the videos after work, so I kind of dazed through it. And I saw we traded Stills and Hearns to New York for the future. Off the bed, it's 1 a.m. here in Scotland. Fins up. All right, Steve. They're not giving up draft capital. Exactly. Can it be August 8th already? I'm live streaming that game. Hope you guys come hang out. I'm live streaming Thursday, and then I'm going to live stream August 8th. Both games, the kickoff game and the second one. Doug, Dave Googly Eyes took over for Chris Foster in week 6. I'm getting telemarketer phone call. Week 6, 2017, the Dolphins pass blocking efficiency PFF ranks were as follow. Week 1 to 5, 21st. Week 6 to 17, 22nd. Thanks for the stats, Ron. Appreciate that. You're going to be in Miami for those games? What games? The preseason games? No. I'm trying to go to Miami for the Eagles game December 1st. I like that hat behind you, bud. This one? I had one of you guys send it to me. If you guys want to, just so you guys know, I'm going to go check my P.O. box tomorrow. But I have a P.O. box below in the information. If you guys want to send me letters and anything to read on for comment of the day, they'll replace comment of the day. Or if you guys send me anything, it'll replace comment of the day. So my P.O. box is below if you guys want to send me anything, and just re-upped it for another 3 months. So yeah, mad in 5 hours. Woo-hoo! Yeah, I'm getting mad at midnight, guys. So it'll be on the Bit Boys, youtube.com/BitBoys tomorrow. I'm going to open some packs. I'm going to be playing the quarterback story, and then I'm going to be doing a Dolphins franchise. I'm going to be rebuilding the Dolphins in my likeness, who I want. You're going to do a career? Yeah, I'm going to do the quarterback career thing. Would you trade a second for Trent Williams? He's an all-pro tackle. Muzz, is he a left tackle or a right tackle? I'll just wait for you. I won't look it up. Right tackle. Oh, all right. Then yeah. Depends on what they want. The fact that Trent Williams wants a new contract, and the fact that he's been in the league, he's 8 years. The fact that he wants a new contract and everything, probably we can get him for a decent pick. Send a late pick. I'm not sending anything before a 4th. That would help the offensive line drastically, because he doesn't want to be with the Redskins anymore. He's very upset. He's very pissed, and he wants to leave. So, yeah, nothing higher than a 4th. Yeah, Doug, have you met Dan the man? No, Finn Plug. It's crazy. I got his autograph there on this jersey. It's right there where my finger is. Boop, boop, boop. That autograph says to Doug. This one says to Doug. And then when you guys sent me his autograph, and I got to get a frame for it, I never met the man. I don't know what I would do if I met the man. Let's see if we can get Doug to 150 likes, please. Yeah, we're at 116. Let's make Ron happy. I need 44 of you guys to hit that thumbs up button and give me 150 likes. Also, let me check something real quick. I'm on a goal. I'm on a mission to hit 6,000 subscribers. and I am currently at 5,951. So if you are new to the channel and you haven't done it yet, and you like what you see, again, I have a lot planned. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm 49 subscribers away from 6,000 subs. So if you want to help out, first off, give this a thumbs up. We're 10 away from 150. Ron, these guys like you, Ron. But also be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let me run down what I got planned for the season, right? So just in case you guys are like, why should I subscribe to you? You're annoying, or you're cringy, or you smell bad. First off, how do you know how I smell? Are you here? If you're here, come in, get on camera. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. One, I'm live streaming the preseason games, all four, even the fourth one. I'm going to live stream them. Not going to show you, but we're going to hang out live stream. Two, I do fantasy football here. I'm going to do 2 leagues. I'm going to pick you guys randomly. You're going to be in the league with me. 3, I do picks every week. The Wednesday before the Thursday night game, me and my dad do picks. That's the other thing. My dad's going to be on here. 4, I do preview videos. I break down the team that the Dolphins are going to play, the injury report, all that jazz. Those are Jazz fans if you don't know. 7, I don't know what number I'm up to. I do post-game reactions. Dolphins win, lose, draw, you get in a reaction from me. So I feel like those are some good reasons to subscribe to my channel. Plus, if any breaking news happens, I give it to you. A lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff. So if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Make me happy. We'll almost hit 6,000. But thank you. Pete, smell like you've done so many great videos. Well, thank you, Pete. First off, thank you for the $2 donation, and also thank you for the compliment. Hey, Doug, do you think Rosen will start week 1 and be our future franchise quarterback? Angel, from what I'm seeing right now, he needs some work, but doesn't. Again, I'm not a fortune teller. Boom, 150 for Ron. There you go. Mike, gotta go. Dinner ready. Keep up the good work. All right, Mike. Catch you later, bud. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat, but I want to hang out with you guys first. What was I gonna say? When you guys asked me a question, Rosen. Let's talk about Rosen real quick. We'll talk about all Dolphin stuff. That was the point of me live streaming right now, is I want to talk about as much Dolphin stuff with you guys as physically possible. Rosen, he struggled a lot in training camp, OTAs, mini camp. He struggled. How long am I going to stay alive for? I don't know. Maybe another hour. How long do you guys want me to stay alive for? I do everything I do for you. That's a song. Look it up. I like the song. He needs to get a little bit better to earn the starting job. Now, what that means is he's young. He's a second year quarterback in a 5th offense that he's run. So he's in his own head. And I'm hearing this from other beat writers. I'm hearing this from other guys. Is he's in his own head that he doesn't want to make mistakes. He doesn't want to look bad. He doesn't want all these things to happen. Instead of just go out there and throw the ball. That's what Fitzpatrick's doing. He's just throwing the ball. He's just slinging it. He doesn't give a crap. Oh, I threw an interception. It's practice. It's practice. Whatever. I'll learn from it. Don't do it again. That's what Rosen needs to do. Rosen needs to get out of his own way. Right now, he's in his own way, and it's holding him back. So once Rosen gets out of his own way, I think it'll be good. Still want to know about this new O-line coach. Alchemist. I talk about it twice. Our new O-line coach is Dave. Call him Googly Eyes, but you actually pronounce it DouglieDoWrong. DouglieDoWrong. He was with the Colts last year, and if you guys know how the Colts offensive line did, it's very good to have him. He was with the Colts last year. He was with the Dolphins in 2017, and all that stuff. So, Alchemist, this is for you specifically. He was with the Dolphins in 2009 to 2011, 2009 to 2011. We then went to this guy was all over the AFC East. The only team he hasn't been a coach for is friggin' Bills. Let's look at this. 2009 to 2011, he's with the Dolphins, offensive line coach, right? In 2012, he goes to the Jets as their offensive line coach. Then in 2014 and 2015, he's with the Patriots. He goes Dolphins, Jets, Patriots. Then he goes to the Chargers, back to the Dolphins, goes to the Colts, and was back with the Dolphins. So, yeah. Marlins are actually playing. coached the best O-line in football. Yes, he did. Doug, I just noticed he was here when we drafted Pouncey first round 2011. That's a good pick. Fitzpatrick is an older man out there, and the heat is taking its toll. He will bounce back after today's rust. Yeah, of course. He also needs to get back into like the groove of things. Like he did well in Tampa, so he knows about the heat. Even though I got a question for you guys, because I'm assuming a bunch of you guys are in different parts of Florida. Is Tampa heat different than Miami heat? Answer me that for you guys. I'm gonna allow this one. I need some more moderators. I think I only have like 2 moderators in here. I think only slightly. Okay. No. Tampa gets a better breeze. Oh yeah, because they're in that little, they're in the armpit of I want to say New Jersey, of Florida. Miami is more humid. Oh, okay. Wow, I'm in Scotland. I'm out. All right, weak path. I'll check you later. I don't know. I've never left Miami. Quentin Nelson was on Twitter saying how great an O-line he was. He also took 2 rookies and made them Pro Bowlers. Yeah, 100%. Tampa is hot AFF right now. Yeah, it's hot in Jersey. Jersey, it's 92, feels like 96. Tomorrow it's going to be hot again. I can't wait for the football season. I'll give you multiple reasons why I can't wait for the football season. 1, football. Do I have to keep going? 2, it's going to get cold up here in Jersey. I can't wait. I don't have to keep my air conditioners on, have to do with that. Great one. What's up, my dude? Great one. I have a question for you after I go off, run down this list of why I can't wait for football. 3, my birthday's in September. September 27th is my birthday. And I think I'll live stream on my birthday. That's why I can't wait. 3, snow. Yeah. 4, snow. 5, snow. 6, snow. I love the snow. I sit out in the snow. Great one. My question to you. I saw it on your channel. If you guys haven't already, go check out Great One. He has a great channel. Again, go check him out. You toured the Dolphin Stadium. How do I go about touring the Dolphin Stadium when I go down to Miami for the game? Because I want to tour the stadium. I heard it's great. Like you get to see the locker room, go on the field and all that stuff. How do I go about touring the stadium? I'm thinking of doing it either this Saturday or whenever before the game. Saturday before the game or the Monday after the game. My birthday is September 7th day. My girlfriend's birthday is September 15th, which is the day that we play the Patriots. Yuck, I live in Iowa. I hate the snow. Yeah, I could imagine it. I could imagine it. My day, August 18th, all I want for my birthday is for the NFL to stay healthy. Yeah, exactly. They just called me. Damn. I'm going to call them. That's what I'm going to do. Be like, do you know who I am? I'm DouglieDoWrong. And they're going to be like, who? Who are you? I'm like, listen, I'm a little YouTuber. I just want to see your stadium, man. I want to see the stadium. I want to get on the field. I obviously want to see the locker room and all that stuff, but I want to get on the field. Me and my girlfriend went to Boston and toured the stadium, Red Sox stadium. And it was amazing. We got to see the press box. We got to see everything. I'd love to get on the field. No, Doug doesn't live stream every game, but I wish he would with TD. Yeah, no, it's because I live in New Jersey, so I don't get the games. So the only way I watch the game, me and my dad go to the bar. But I'll live stream some games this season. How about that? I promise you that. I'll live stream some games this season. I also like to focus on the game, and I curse a lot when I watch the game. So email them and say you want season tickets for free. I'm the biggest Dolphin fan in the world. No. One Dolphin fan won an award at the ESPN thing, or Hall of Fame. I forgot his name. Birthday's August 16th. I think the Dolphins are playing preseason game against the Falcons. Falcons is the 8th. Season tickets are cheap, though. Are they? But that's only for Miami games. Danny, thank you so much for the $5 donation, dude. Do you think we will make the playoffs since everyone is sleeping on us? We will make the playoffs. All right. I got this for you guys. We will make the playoffs if the defense and offensive line produce in any way, shape, or form. I don't care how they do it. If the D-line and the O-line produce, we will make the playoffs. We need to get after the quarterback, and we need to stop the run. We need to be able to run the ball because then it leads to play action, all that stuff. So if the offensive line and the defensive line produce, we will make the playoffs. You heard it here first from me, my stupid face. If the offensive line and defensive line produce, we are going to the playoffs. They don't. It's going to be like last year where we'll win a bunch of games and we'll lose a few. We'll win a bunch of games, we'll lose a few. We'll be in it in November, and then. But you notice that about the Dolphins? I noticed that about the Dolphins, that they always are in it. For the past 3 years, and I guys, a lot of you guys might yell at me for this. For the past 3 years with Adam Gase, they were always in it. 2016, we went to the playoffs. We clinched the wild card, which was amazing. Beating the Bills and then clinching the playoff during Christmas, it felt amazing. That last game meant nothing. But even with Jay Cutler, after we beat the Patriots, we still had a chance to make the playoffs. Even last year, we still had a chance to make the playoffs. We're always in it. Dolphins are always in it. So, yeah, if we can run the ball and stop the run, and if we can get after the quarterback, yeah, we'll make the playoffs. Flores doesn't play around, Evan. Not at all. We have terrible depth. When we have injuries, we get blanked. We do. And it's not much better this year. We have 4 defensive tackles that will play really well, right? 5 maybe. Hendricks did really well yesterday. But there's a rotation. You want defensive tackles and defensive linemen to have a rotation. So, one guy goes out, all of a sudden that rotation gets all messed up. So you want depth. Yep, the games we are expected to lose, we win, and the games we are expected to win, we lose. Great one knows. Great one knows. Oh, you're 3-6, and you're facing the undefeated whatever team. Dolphins are going to lose this one, and we win. Oh, the Dolphins are 6-3, and they're facing a winless team. They should beat the brakes off of them, and we lose. What's up, Bulldog Irish? It is what it is. But yeah. Hey, Doug, can you stay on the live stream for the next 10 hours? If I stayed on the live stream for the next 10 hours, you'd watch me play Madden and record a Bit Boys video. Then you'd watch me go to the bathroom. I'm not going to tell you if it's 1 or 2. Then you'd watch me eat. You'd watch me sleep. You'd watch me do my daily Macarena. I do the Macarena once a day at around 11 o'clock. I blast the Macarena as loud as I possibly could, and I do it in my living room. It's good exercise. It's good for the hips and the hand motions. So we're only 6 players away from the playoffs. I don't see why we cannot make the playoffs this year. Adam Gase was an idiot. He wanted too long to fire people. I mean, I would agree with your assessment that he was an idiot, but I think he was an idiot because he got in his own way. Adam Gase, if he stopped being arrogant, if he stopped being cocky, and if he actually listened and did all that stuff that was smart. Whenever Adam Gase ran the ball and the team rushed for over 100 yards, he had a winning record. I think it was like 17-3. He never ran the ball. He never, continued to run the ball. He never. Isaac Dana, what is up, dude? If you guys don't know, I did a feature-length film with Isaac Dana. He's a good friend of mine. I haven't talked to him in forever. What's up, Isaac? He's a Patriot fan, too, so take it easy on him. Isaac, I don't think you know what you got yourself into when you jumped in here. Got to go. Can you stay up till 10:30? I'll try, Muzz. I'll try. But, yeah, Isaac, I don't know if you know what you got yourself into. But Adam Gase would always – I miss you, dude. That's all I say about the Pats. I miss you too, Isaac. We're gonna hang out soon. Next time you're around in the area, let me know. But yeah, he would get it. He'd get in his own way mentally. I try to outsmart the next person. All that stuff. So if he wasn't like that, I think we would have won the playoffs the past 3 years because he would have known to focus on the lines. You got to focus on the lines. Gase will cause mutiny in New York. Yeah. Did you guys see again? If you don't follow me on Twitter, be sure to go check out my Twitter and follow me on Twitter. The New York Jets posted something like, "Oh, you're not allowed to hit in training camp," and they posted this thing. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't know if I can show it. Where one of the Jet players laid out the other Jet player, and I'm like, please keep doing that because you're going to injure your own guys. Let me see if I can find it on my Twitter. It was stupid, the stupidest thing. Can you see this? Look at this. Look at this right here. It says they don't hit at training camp anymore. Look, watch. Throws it. That's one Jet. Here comes the other Jet. Bam. Flips him on his head. So they're like getting cocky. They don't hit at camp anymore. Please, Jets, keep doing that. Because you're going to blow one of your own players' ACLs out, and then you're screwed, and it's your own fault for being such an idiot. If you notice, Brian Flores said in his press conference, first day of pads, if you lower your head, if you hard hit, if you headhunt, if you do all of that stuff, you are out of the game, you are out of practice, you are out of the play. I don't want anyone doing anything ridiculous because the health of the team is more important. Trying to throw your shoulder into somebody, make big hits, knock someone off their feet. You try to do that to the guys who play Madden, right? You guys know if you try to hit stick somebody and you miss, it goes for a touchdown. So what Flores is saying is, I don't care about big hits. I don't care about knocking the ball out. I don't care about those flashy hits where you land someone on the head. Wrap them up and tackle them. And that was our biggest thing. We couldn't wrap up and tackle anybody. Fundamentals. What are you guys talking about? I think we can make the playoffs. Even if Rosen sucks, we have a chance to make the playoffs. And Fitzmagic, if one of our running backs gets injured, we have Drake or Balaj, and wide receivers are decent, but an O-line sucks. Again, I agree with you, Human. The O-line and the D-line need to produce for us to get to the playoffs. Do you think Wilson and Grant will play in the preseason games? Peerless, very good question. I think Grant will play. I don't think we'll see Wilson until Ravens game. He's the biggest fraud, got exposed, and I'm glad he's gone. He gets in his own way. That's all it chalks up to. He gets in his own way. I watched the Patriots with no one I knew on the O-line block our highest paid player, Sue, and take him out of the game. People think our O-line will be bad, but there's no reason we can't have that. Exactly. It's fundamentals. It's all it is. You might have to do disrespect. What are your thoughts on Jalen Davis? I don't see Jalen Davis doing anything. He got beat a lot in the past 2 days when the pads came out. I don't see Jalen Davis. I think if you want my honest opinion, this is how I see the defense right now. I'm not going to say defensive line because there's going to be this hodgepodge of stuff, right? So here's DouglieDoWrong's depth chart for the Dolphin defense. As of right now, things could change. I see my boy Sam McGuavin, starting linebacker, with Jerome Baker in nickel. And I'm hearing they're going to be running nickel a lot. So I see that happening. You got Baker and McGuavin in nickel. In a 3-4 defense, I think you still see McGuavin out there, but it'll be Kiko, McGuavin, McMillan, and Baker. Maybe even Kiko. How about this? Kiko, McGuavin, McMillan, and Van Ginkel in a 3-4, right? Corners, Xavier Howard, of course. Eric Rowe. Eric Rowe is starting to really get this, and he's starting to produce. He did the last 2 days. Again, this is as of right now. Things might change. And I see Mika Fitzpatrick in the slot. Safeties, Rashad Jones, Bobby McCain. That's what I see our defense. Defensive line is going to be a hodgepodge, and I have no idea what they're doing. Stars, boys, I was literally talking about this like maybe 20 minutes ago about how certain fans don't like Kiko, and I broke it down onto why. I think he's underrated, to be honest with you. Who is wearing the headset for the defense? Patrick Graham. Brian Flores, from what I'm hearing, Brian Flores isn't going to be calling offensive defensive plays. It'll be Patrick Graham. We have a better coaching staff, real quarterback, and trio running back core and DBs. Nice, we're going to shake something up. Yeah, Like I said, if the offensive, and this is where it all stems from, if the offense and defensive line produce, we will go to the playoffs. I'm telling you this right now. If you guys know me, if you guys have been subscribed to me, not even for the full last year and everything, if you guys have been subscribed to me, you know my motto: prefer to be surprised than let down. I am telling you this right now. If the Miami Dolphins defense and offensive line produce, they will make the playoffs. Only thing I hear about Kiko is missed. I'm assuming you mean missed tackles. He led the team in tackles, and he led the team in solo tackles. So if he's missing tackles, imagine how much he could have had. And I'm saying this from this standpoint. I'm saying the Dolphins will get to the playoffs if the O-line and the D-line produce, because if, like you guys are saying, we have the talent. We have running backs that if you give them a lane, they'll get you touchdowns. If you don't give them a lane and you let the opposing defensive line in the backfield, it doesn't matter if Ballage or Drake's there. There's going to be negative yards rushing. Offensive line, you get the running game going, you get play action going. Then all of a sudden the quarterback's able to throw it. He's able to throw it deep because you're giving him more than 2 seconds to throw the ball. Defensive line, if you get after the quarterback, scratch this. Most importantly, if you stop the run, if you can take on more than one tackler and the linebackers can get in there and stop the run, makes a huge difference. Because that's where you help the linebackers. You take on more than one block, linebackers can start doing their job instead of getting blocked by these big offensive linemen. The second thing, if the Dolphins' defensive line can get after the quarterback, and I'm talking just the defensive line, just who's supposed to be rushing, not having to send blitzes, because then once you start sending blitzes, you lose people in coverage. And if you don't get after the quarterback, or if you don't pressure the quarterback and when you're blitzing, then all of a sudden you leave a guy open. If we can get after the quarterback, that gives the corners and safeties enough time to keep their guy covered and get picks, because then the quarterback doesn't have time to throw the ball. So if the offense and defensive line produce, if the offense and defensive line do what they're supposed to, the Dolphins will make the playoffs. I meant most tackles, but on the team that could actually tackle, he's number one. His numbers would tank. I don't think so, Starboy. I think if he was on a team where the team can actually tackle, he wouldn't have to make up for other people's mistakes. And that's where it bites him in the ass, because he doesn't stick with his guy. He tries to make up for other guys. What's up, Supreme Junk? He has to make up for other guys' mistakes, and it puts him in a predicament. And then all of a sudden, he's missing tackles, and that's where that I'm saying, Starboy, you're not wrong, because he does miss tackles. It drives me nuts. But he's also, you got to understand, he's also making up for other people's mishaps. Rookie season, defensive rookie of the year in 3 to 4. Yeah, I agree. Great one. What's up, Matt? How you doing? Do you think Josh Rosen will have a good year in 2019? Like I said before, he needs to get out of his own way. He super needs to get out of his own way. Josh Rosen right now is trying to not lose his position on the team, is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm feeling. What's up, JD Dizzle? I could be wrong, so if I'm wrong, please let me know in the chat. I think he's trying not to lose. It's more he's trying not to lose than he's trying to win it, if that makes any sense. He's not being aggressive. He's not doing certain things. He's just being super conservative. What's up, Matt? Fins up, my dude. Do you think Tannehill had held back Gase from succeeding? No, I don't think so. Because when Tannehill finally fed into Gase's system and finally started to understand Gase's system in 2016, he was a top quarterback, not top 10, maybe even top 10. He was good. He was good in that 7-game winning streak. But he got injured. And that was a fluke. Because before 2016, how many times did Ryan Tannehill ever get injured and get knocked out of a game? The dude was tough as nails, and he took a lot of hits. But it was a lot of Adam Gase knew what to do. And this is the stuff that I was talking about. This is what I was talking about with the whole Brocktober. Is he knew what to do to make Brock Osweiler look good. A lot of people think Brock Osweiler won that Bears game. He did not. He threw 5-yard passes, and everyone else did the work for him. So that's what Gase is good at. Gase is a good offensive coordinator, but when it comes to being a head coach, can't get out of his own way. Josh Rosen was concerning when I saw him yesterday. He traumatized right now. Yeah, great one. He got to get out of his own way, and he's got to get out of his own head, and he needs to just play football. Just, dude, you know for a fact Flores is going to sit down with Josh Rosen and be like, dude, just play football. Don't think about it too much. Just do what you do best and play football. What's up, Chris? I'm hoping for a solid season to see improvement throughout the year. That's all I want. I just want to see the Dolphins improve week after week. Rosen is my guy. I want him to work so he plays. Yeah, Chris, I would love for Josh Rosen to be the next best thing in quarterbacking for the Dolphins. I would love it. I'm not the type of player I wish I was a friggin' Dolphin player. I'm not the type of fan who wants things to happen to prove people wrong. I want Rosen to succeed. I want this team to succeed. Everything that Chris said, I agree with 100%. Today's firing tells me what I need to know about Greer and Flores. The team as a whole is on notice. Produce great results or you're gone. I bet we see great focus on practice from here on. Yeah, Corey, because I'm hearing he ripped into the offense for how badly they did. Ripped into them. How do you not? I talked about this on Sunday's video, the training camp video. You're on the 2-yard line, you gotta run the ball in. You take Wilkins and put him at fullback, and you still can't run the ball in. There's something going on with this offensive line. You can't. It's so hard to throw touchdowns in the red zone. You don't have a lot of room to run your routes, and everyone starts to get jammed together. You gotta be able to run the ball in on the goal line. You gotta, and if you can't, things need to be changed. And guess what? Things went changed. It would go viral. JD Dizzle, you got to do the Dougie dance on here if we make the playoffs. I'll do a Dougie dance. I'll do a lot of things if the Dolphins make the playoffs. Dolphins will be better than we expect. Dolphins are going to be better than everyone expects. Gase stopped running the ball. It is what happened. Zachary, how did Gase change from 2016 season to the 2017 season, 2018 season? He kept Zachary. What happened was in 2017, we lost our bye week. Timmons went AWOL. All this stuff started happening, and then Gase thought to himself, "Oh my God, I got to make up for this stuff," and he tried to overthink himself. 2018, last year, injuries hit us like a mother lover, and he just stopped running the ball. Like Ron said, he just stopped running the ball. Just run the ball, dude. You had a great offensive line. Just continue to run the ball. And then all of a sudden, people are like, "Well, we're going to leave." And then he got rid of Mike Pouncey, which in hindsight, you think Mike Pouncey wasn't able to do much. But that wasn't on Mike Pouncey. That was on Adam Gase being over cautious because he was afraid of injuries. And then, again, he kept getting in his own head. What's up, Jazz from Australia? Where and hit me up on the Dolphins. I'm doing FanDuel. Hello. I'm assuming you guys are talking about something. Mark Angelo. What are you guys talking about? Mike Pouncey was a liability. He was a liability, and then he went to the San Diego Chargers, and I won't call him the LA Chargers because it sounds weird. He went to the San Diego Chargers, and he didn't miss a game all season. And it's because Adam Gase was in his head. Adam Gase was like, "I don't want him to get injured. I don't want him to get injured. I don't want him to get injured." So you're not going to practice every day. You're not going to practice every day. And then the continuity with the offensive line went out the window. And all of a sudden, they're like, "Mike Pouncey, we're going to let you go. You're asking for too much money. We'll bring Kilgore in. Kilgore is younger. He won't get injured. Mike Pouncey, we're afraid of your injury." Mike Pouncey goes to friggin' LA, never gets injured. Kilgore comes in, boom, injury. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. One of you guys told me that you think that the new Dolphin Stadium is built on an Indian burial ground because we have no luck. That luck's changing. I feel like Adam Gase came in, he did his thing, and the curse is gone. Can we at least wait till to at least the first preseason game before we pass judgment on Rosen? He has first round talent like any other we've had besides Tannehill. He was a wide receiver in college at first. Trust Rosen. Caesar, I honestly think that Rosen coming in his second year has more talent than Tannehill. I wouldn't even compare him to Tannehill because he has better pocket presence than Tannehill. I'm not passing judgment. What's up, Pete? Peter, I'm not passing judgment, nor am I saying anything. All I'm doing is telling you right now what Rosen needs to do. Because Rosen can be a good quarterback. He can be a very good quarterback. He's got to get out of his head. Mike Pouncey was extremely talented, who disliked the coaching staff. Bro, that's all it was, man. Didn't want to work out. He didn't like the coaching staff, him, many more. Yeah, I agree. Agree 100%. I need a light like in front of me. Hold on. I'm going to turn the light on. Be right back. Hold on. Let's see if that helps. I'm back, guys. Helps a little bit. Yeah, that does actually help a little bit. I added Mabu on Facebook, and he accepted it. He grew up in my area. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I want to get my goal. This is my goal, guys. I'm going to try my hardest. I want to get Elgoavin. I want to interview him on the channel. Because you guys know for a fact, when OTA was around, nobody was talking about Sam Elgoavin. Nobody. I was talking about Sam Elgoavin. I couldn't even say his name. That's how I knew. So, all right, Colin. You have a great week too, bud. I want to get Sam Elgoavin. I was the first. Name somebody else who was talking about Sam Elgoavin like I was. You probably can't. And if you can, you're a liar. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can get Sam Elgoavin. See if I can do an interview. But I think that time passed for me to try to get any type of Dolphin player. It doesn't matter if it's the puncher, the kicker, the third team water boy, because now it's the grind. You got the preseason games, and then you got right into the season. He didn't want to sign autographs yesterday. Who? Elgoavin? Great one. I'd like to get his autograph. It's probably a cool signature. Sam Elgoavin. Y'all sleep on Gaskins. Bones. It's not that we're sleeping on him. It's he's got a big hill to climb with Balaj and Drake ahead of him. It's going to be hard. But again, Bones. This whole team is the running backs are going to be like there was a few sets where both running backs were out there, so expect a lot. They might even take Drake, put him in a slot, have Gaskins. They'll all be out there. What's up, Evan? Mark Angelo, I just see don't bet family gamble. Oh, you guys talking about something? Talking about something I'm not a part of. Josh is a good quarterback. It's just that people just expect so much of him because he's a top 10 pick. Peyton Manning had a worse rookie season. He turned up fine. Exactly, Supreme Junk. Exactly. I'm not passing judgment yet, but all I'm saying is he has so much potential. He's just got to get out of his head. How do y'all think the coaching staff change will affect us? I think that the team's going to get better. I think that the team, the players, the staff, which essentially is the team, I don't know what I'm talking about, is going to see this and be like, oh, we need to get our shit together, or we're going to get traded, or we're going to get fired. Because you always hear that training camp, it's always the players. You watch Hard Knocks, and it's the players that, oh, I can't even do his voice, but it's like, this player has to go meet the coach. And then he walks in, and the coach is like, yo, the head coach told me, man, you got to work on it. You never see the coaches nervous about getting cut. Now, with this Dolphin team, coaches are nervous about getting cut. They don't want to get cut. You don't do your job, you can't implement. Your little group is having a hard time struggling. Why? Fix it. If you can't, I'll find somebody else to do it. There's a lot of Jersey natives on the Dolphins. Rip Tupac, the mod on TD talked about Sam when they first signed him. Oh, he did? I wish we had Caldwell back to help Rosen. Ron, he's still there, and he's still being where's Hard Knocks this year? It's the Raiders, Fearless Curse, the Raiders, in Oakland, but then next year it's going to be Las Vegas. I think that starts next week or this Sunday. Can't wait. What did I want to talk about? Caldwell is still helping. He's just not there, and he'll be back. I'm hearing he'll be back. He's just taking care of himself right now. It's first. You know what I'm trying to say. Rosen isn't Manning. No, he isn't. Never said he was. But he's just saying that you can't. His example, Patrick, was you can't judge a quarterback by their first season, because Peyton Manning had a horrible first season. And if people gave up on Peyton Manning after a first season of ass, that'd be ridiculous, because he's one of the greatest. One of the greatest. There is no greatest of all time. I will stick by that. Go watch my video. Great one, 3-1. You guys are having a discussion. So many guys talking. I can't even find it. Do you think we should have done Hard Knocks? I think every team has to get a shot at it. They don't want to have double teams yet. I don't think there was a double team yet. But the Dolphins already did it, so it was a different team's choice. Plus, there's no way Brian Flores wanted cameras around his practice. Is Myles Gaskin the player that imitated Saquon Barkley? I have no idea. No, she's not a Dolphins fan. She's a Packers fan. She actually doesn't really even like football. If Zeke doesn't play, easy dubs for the Finns. That's very true. Let's pray that he doesn't play. Let's pray that he holds out. Hold out till when is their bye week to go, boys? Brady has a decent receiving core at best. Brady has never had a solid defense. Yes, he did. Brady, a genius expert. Brady had a solid defense. And one year he had Bruschi, Seau. Yeah, he had a solid defense. I think the first year they won the Super Bowl he had a great defense. When I was at the practice, they didn't let you record, but you could take pictures though. There were some people that were recording. I've seen on Twitter. There were some people who were recording. They're gonna get in trouble. In trouble. Richard Seymour, yes. Willie McGinnis. They had a good defense. Week 5 after the Chargers game. Ron, no, when is the Cowboys bye week? I'll look it up. I'll just look it up. Ty Law. Yeah, they had a great defense. Since 2001, look at the Patriots' total defense. What do you mean by look at their total defense? Because they've had good defenses. Because just from your statement, Brady had a decent receiving core. Brady's never had a solid defense. He's had a solid defense. Every time does Hard Knocks has shitty season. I could be wrong. Would you be surprised if the Raiders had a shitty season? Oh, Raiders had a bad season, and you're just like, well, what else is new? When is their bye? Week 8. Cowboys bye is week 8. You think that Zeke will hold out to week 8? Genius, are you since 2001? Look at the Patriots total defense. Since 2001, so from 2001 to now, you want me to look at the Patriots total defense? Because last year the Patriots total defense wasn't too great. I'm not even going to entertain this. What was the score in the previous Super Bowl? $13-3. I think that was a great one. I think it was 13-3. Let's see if I'm right. It was 13-3. Ha! I'm good. What up, Devil Dog? If Josh gets injured, we still have Fitzmagic. Yeah, we got 2 good quarterbacks. You know what bothers me? I'm going to say something real quick. That I want to get this Dolphin custom jersey. It's the throwback greens. The only size they've had in stock for the past 3 months is in a 4XL. I'm not a 4XL. I want the jersey for the season because I'm going to get a number 18. On the back, I'm going to get DDW. So when I go to the games, you know what? It's me. I can't buy the jersey. They don't have my stupid size. It's stupid. Hey, Doug, jump back 5 minutes ago. Pouncey not wanting to train. All comes down to coaches and culture. Flores not allowing anything. Filming and the haircut was supposed to be professional organization. I agree. O-line needs to get better. Bottom line, linebacker needs to get better. Kiko working alone. McCain sucks. Thank God they moved him. McCain, disaster vloggers. McCain wasn't that bad in the slot, but he wasn't that great. I will agree with that. I will agree. Statistically, Aaron Rodgers is better than Tom Brady. Yeah. It's just that he doesn't have everything else around him. He also doesn't have a head coach. Rams average 30 points a game. I rest my case. Great one. Dropping the mic. Brady played great against Seahawks secondary in the Super Bowl. There was a video I watched that talked about stats. Let me see if I can find it. Make sure nothing played. So Tom Brady's first Super Bowl, where he won by 3, he threw for 16 for 27, 145 yards, and 1 touchdown. That defense won him that Super Bowl. And then the Super Bowl against the Panthers, 32-29, that's when he showed up. 354 yards, 3 touchdowns. He threw an interception. The Eagles game, 236 yards, 2 touchdowns. Seahawks game, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Giants game, he got completely manhandled. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. The other one was 1 touchdown. He didn't do much. But yeah, it was the defense. Defense won that first one. Have you been drinking tonight? What is he saying? Brady has done more with less than Rodgers and Breeze. More in what way? Rodgers has had better receivers. Wes Welker, you're mad because Brady isn't your coach and Belichick isn't your coach. If Brady was our quarterback, we would still be losing because Brady is a system quarterback, and the only reason why he wins the way he does is because he has Bill Belichick as his head coach. Would I have liked to have go back in time and Bill Belichick decided to go to the Patriots after he left the Jets? Decided to go to the Dolphins after he left the Jets. Okay, cool. Maybe things would have been different for us. I'm not jealous nor mad. I love my team. I don't give a crap about other teams. How can you prove Rodgers has better receivers? I don't think I've noticed a lot of times it's hard to prove things because with football, combinations, stats, awards, wins, Brady, GOAT. Genius, Brady is the greatest of his decade. It's not the greatest of all time. Belichick is overrated. Look what he did with Cleveland. He started to win in Cleveland before they sold the team. Now we start off 4-0. Why would you ever wear number 18? Peerless Curse. Great question. Why would I ever wear number 18? Think about it. Why would I wear the number 18? It might not be obvious. It's obvious to me because it means something to me, especially when it comes to DDW. But why would I wear the number 18? Why do you think I would I wonder where you're coming from, and why would I wear 18? Why is 18 such a bad number to wear? I'm curious because I have a jersey that says my name and then 87 on it. That's the year I was born. Genius and Great One are having a full-blown discussion right now about Tom Brady. It's hilarious. Muzz, you made it back. I stayed up for you. Hope you appreciate it. Defense won the last Super Bowl too. Yeah. Defense won. If you guys want me to break this down for you guys, what do y'all think of the NFL Giants? I think that's going to be you lost your virginity. No, Fearless Curse. I'm picking 18 because last year is when I started talking about the Dolphins on this channel, and last year is when DouglieDoWrong was born. When the Dolphin stuff started. So 2018 is when I started doing it. So that's why I'm getting the 18 jersey. It's because last year is when I started doing Dolphin stuff on this channel. And that's what really is thriving my love. So that's why I picked 18. Not when I lost my virginity, you butthole. Chad put Patriots. Chad put Patriots wouldn't have scored if Brady didn't drive them down the field. You guys are having a discussion. I'm not even delving on that. Patriots will win. The Dolphins will win the AFC East this season. Right, but if your defense didn't perform, the Rams would have. Right, but if your defense and didn't perform, the Rams, what about scored you? Chad, what? Brady plays better than Rodgers and Breeze in the playoffs. Patriots will go. Genius Expert, are you a Patriot fan? I thought you were a Dolphin fan for some reason. Are you a Patriot fan, Genius Expert? You're starting this whole discussion. Giants gonna go 10-6, 11-5. Trust me. With what receivers, Muzz? Chad knows what he's talking about. I don't know what Chad is talking about. Maybe I'm reading it. Patriot fan since 03. Gotcha, Genius Expert. Makes sense. It makes sense. Okay. So you're a genius. Are you young? Like, are you, I'm going to say 20? I'm going to say you're like 21, Genius Expert. Mike Vrabel is pleased with Ryan Tannehill. Commend him from making some nice throws and for supporting Marcus Mariota. Wake is on the pitch count. Yeah, I expected Wake to be on pitch count. He sounds 20. I'm only saying that because if he became a Patriot fan in 2003, I'm assuming he was born in like 99, 98. So he sounds like he's around 20. Sterling going to come back week 1. We're going to sign Crabtree, Darius Slayton. Muzz, are they looking at I forgot his name. Who's the right receiver that was on the Bills and then went to the Panthers? Help me out with this one, fellas. Travis Benjamin. Thank you, Muzz. I heard they were trying to sign Travis Benjamin, too. Thank you, great one. Our time is now. Benjamin, yes. Genius Aaron Rodgers has better stats than Brady. Kelvin, thank you. Born in 98. Patriots going to beat the Dolphins both games this year. Genius, yeah, I have a feeling you're around 21. Because you don't, Genius, you're lucky. You don't know what it's like to root for a losing team. So when your team starts to lose, it's going to suck and it's going to hurt. So just brace yourself for that, because I will say this, as well as the Patriots have done for the past 2 decades, it's going to end. It always ends. Dolphins were great for 3 decades, from the 70s to about 1999, 2003. The Dolphins were great. And then we've been dealing with this for a while. So I will say this to you, Genius Expert. Enjoy it. And you're very lucky you never got to deal with them losing. I had a friend who was a Patriot fan, and they said to me, oh, we suck. We went 11-5. And I laughed in their face. Are you kidding me? You suck? You went 11-5? This is what I'm talking about. These people who don't know what it's like to lose and be part of losing. It hurts. So when you get anything, it's great. It feels great. What's up, Moore? Speaking of Wake, though, did you see his missed sack in the trailer for Madden 20? No, I didn't. Don't agree with him. I'm missing stuff. Don't agree with him. What's going on? What's going on? I'm with Genius Expert. Great one's like, don't agree with him. Don't agree with him. We will ease this season. Trust. Kevin is probably 300 pounds now. Yeah, he's going to play tight end for the Giants. No, he's going to play left tackle for the Giants. No team stays on top forever. Exactly. Not losing. Mediocrity. Jeff, thank you for the correction. Thank you very much, Jeff. It's up and down, Jeff. But yes, thank you. That is very correct, and that is correct. Very correct. Like I just said, I'm an idiot. All I know is the Dolphins will stay the second best team of the division. Juvie 305. No. The Patriots will lose, and the Dolphins will take over this division. Gotta go. Dolphins will go 2-14. All right, Genius Expert. Catch you later, dude. Can't wait to beat you week 2. Stay on the channel. Subscribe before you leave, Genius. So when week 2 comes and we beat you, you can be like, damn, you guys beat us. And then you can give us all the reasons why you guys lost. Like Tom Brady stubbed his toe, and you guys cheated. I hate the new Jets uniform, but I like the return of the green helmet. Their new uniform looks like the Spirit Gum to me. I don't like it. Kind of looks like Eagles to me, too. I don't like it. So what's up with the O-line coach getting fired? Cloud Life. Flaherty got fired because he couldn't. What I'm hearing is he had a hard time implementing the offense. So that's why they let him go. The offensive line struggled hard the last 2 days of training camp in goal line and everything. So they let him go, and they brought Dave DouglieDoWrong, who was the offensive line coach for the Dolphins in 2017, was with the Colts last year, and now back with the Dolphins. Doug, signing Donald Penn to play right tackle, is that good or bad for you? It depends on how much, Ron. What's up, Powerhouse? Depends on how much. If they give him, well, the Dolphins aren't going to give him much, so it depends on if he wants to play for us. Powers, you didn't miss much. We were just talking about the offensive line, a coach getting fired because he couldn't implement. And Dave Googly Eyes, as Corey Brown corrected me, is the new coach, which I like. I like the move. He was with the team in 2009, 2011, and then he was back in 2017. He's been with the team for a while, so he knows the Dolphins. That's all I'm talking about. I think the O-line false start on goal line drill tanked that dude. Yeah, if you can't get in, it's Doug. I'm out. Catch you on the rebound, bro. All right, Jonathan. Catch you later, my dude. Yeah, I might hang out for like 5-10 more minutes. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm hungry. But yeah, I think it was a great move. Yeah, because if it's not working, you need to make it work. That's how That's how you know they're not tanking. Because if they were tanking, why would they bring in a new coach to fix the problem? Hello, pizza time. No, I got chicken and rice. What do you think is the best Dolphin of all time? Best Dolphin of all time, not including Marino. That's a good question. Supreme Junk, that is a great question. I never thought of it. Best Dolphin of all time, not including Marino. Jason Taylor. That's my opinion, though. So don't start yelling at me, all you older guys who have seen other people play. I love Jason Taylor. It's always Marino and Taylor for me. I love Jason Taylor. He's a great guy off the field. He won the Walter Payton Award and everything. Jason Taylor. What is Jason Taylor ranked in sacks? All-time sack leader list. Who's Jason Taylor ranked in all-time sacks? Jason Taylor is 7th. 139.5 sacks. He's 7th in sacks. So, gotta love Jason Taylor. Shula, see, he has players, so that's why I said what I did. Taylor's a good answer. Thanks, Mark. Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas, Marino, the Marks brothers. Jason Taylor is a better golfer than Tiger Woods. Larry Little. If and when you come down, we should all need to get together at a bar, restaurant, the Dolphins Nation. Robert, yes. If everything goes to plan, I go down December 1st. Me and TD are going to try to put together a huge get-together. We'll all hang out and everything the Saturday before the game. Nobody could punt like Reggie Roby. Yeah. If you ask the Sports Nation board, it is John Denny. Yeah, that's true. John Denny. Ricky Williams will always be my all-time favorite Dolphin. Yeah, Ricky's up there for me. I loved Ricky. Best quarterback, Bob Greasy and Marino. Of course, Marino's the greatest. Could not be stopped any Sunday. I love Ricky. Where do you buy your chicken over rice? There's a Spanish place uptown for me. They have such good chicken and rice. And they take the chicken and they put it in a container and then they put the juices over the top. So I take the chicken, I take it off the bone, and put it on the rice, and I put the juices on it. Oh, I'm so hungry. I live in New Jersey. I'm a Jersey boy. Both of the Marx brothers. All right, man, gotta rewatch Endgame for the 30th time. Dude, I saw it twice. Love Endgame. All right, great one. Catch you later. We got a collab soon. I'll hit you up. Me too. We're in Jersey. Up by Jersey City. I'm North Jersey. Where are you, Muzz? Duper was a good Dolphin. He was. I think the Dolphins need to rally as a family instead of just a football team for the winning. Yeah. Juvie, I agree 100%. Ocean County. Okay. So you're what, down the shore? Oh, boy. Reports of the Dolphins being front runners to sign Trey Flowers. What do you think? Didn't Trey Flowers go to the friggin' Trey Flowers is with the Lions. Disaster vlogger, you butthole. What does Cleo Lemons rank in the old-time Finns quarterbacks? I got you. When I put my old-time Dolphins list together, I had a career thing open. So you want to know where Cleo Lemons ranks in all-time Dolphin passing? Who asked that? Close to Seaside. Okay, that's like an hour 45-minute drive for me. Cleo Lemons. Oh, you guys. Who asked about Cleo Lemons? Just so I can address him. We're just Cleo. Okay, I'm getting drunk today, Randy. Cleo Lemons. Oh, I can't even find Cleo Lemons. Where is he? There we go. 14th. Cleo Lemons is ranked 14th. In passing yards, let me look up QBR. I can't look up QBR. They don't have it. All right, rating. See, that sucks, though, because when you do rating, you can throw one pass, and it'll be great. Cleo top 10 all day, prevented 116, right? More records are going to be broken because they don't allow defenses to play defense anymore. I agree. All right, guys, I'm out of here today. Had a fantastically fun day with you hanging out. We had hung out for 2 hours, got 176 likes on this. At one point, we had over 200 guys in here hanging out. Talk about some great things from the coaching firing, Flaherty's gone, all that stuff. But I just want to say something real quick. Let me check where I'm at when it comes to subscriptions, and then I'm going to get real mushy and tell you guys that I love you all very much. I'm at 5,959 subscribers. We are 41 away from 6,000. So if you aren't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. But you guys mean the world to me. I do what I do for you guys. You guys are incredibly important to me. Everything I do, like I said, I do it for you guys. That is a Brian song. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Training camp's tomorrow. You guys are going to get a video from me. As soon as it's done, I'm going to make a video for you guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love y'all. I'm going to go eat my chicken. I'm starving. But like usual, stay classy. Fins up.